Skye Squad, we are back in the building, and y'all, Simon Guobadia is just the gift that keeps on giving. And because he keeps on giving, we got to keep on talking. All right. If you love reality TV related news, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Make sure you guys like this video if you like reality TV related content. Now let's get down into the biz, nah to the E. Okay. Simon, we talked about this post earlier, right? We talked about this post earlier. It was in celebration of Shamia getting her Rolls Royce from her husband, right? So Simon had posted, "Congratulations, my good sis Shamia Morton. I'm so happy for you. My brother Gerald has excellent taste in automobile. Looking forward to watching the only cast member with a Rolls Royce." Okay. So, what you may now notice in the small print of this video are responses from not only Porsha Williams herself, but also Miss Kenya Moore. Okay. So, we're going to talk about their responses. We're going to talk about Simon's clapback. We're going to get into that, plus some Real Housewives of Potomac news. Before we get into that, little housekeeping, make sure you guys tap into the book. You can get it on Amazon. Leave us a review. Let us know what your thoughts are. And of course, tap into the trip to Bali. We are going to Bali September 25th through October the 1st. So make sure you tap in if you are ready to go and travel the world. And stop going to some of the same places all the time. Like, let's go to Bali. Let's go someplace different. Let's do the doggone thing, right? All right. So look. You guys can see it in the fine print here, but I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger so that you guys can really get your eyes, lay your eyes on the updated responses to this situation right here. Okay. So Porsha responds in the comment section and says, "Simon, don't forget and a debt-free husband who is a U.S. citizen. My bestie is winning. Welcome to the Real Housewives of Atlanta, Queen Mumbai." Okay. Or is it Mumby? I'm not really sure. So let's get into that. Okay, let's get into it, baby. This is an interesting instance where we have Porsha clapping back, literally calling Simon out. Like before, it had just seemed like there were subliminals here and there, right? Subtle jabs here and there. And now we are getting down into the actual alleged, I should say, because everything is alleged. But now we're getting down into the actual naming of the people involved. That's a big thing. Now, I'm assuming she didn't tag him, maybe because they have blocked each other. I really don't know. I can't tell right now because if I'm looking on the computer, I can't really see it. Or maybe I can. I don't know. But what I will say is she called him by name. All right. Now, that debt-free husband, is you trying to tell us that that man is in that debt? Because as our good friend, Mr. Jerome Trammell, notes in the comments section, did he pay that jet company back that almost $100 million? Okay. I wonder whatever happened with that situation that popped off in the news. Since Simon says, if you go to his Instagram page, Simon says, "I got time." So maybe he got time to tell us what happened with that. Okay. Listen, all of these are millionaire problems. So, I mean, for me, I'm just spectating at the moment while I'm manifesting millions. All right. So Kenya Moore also chimes down in the chatterization, right? Kenya says, "Simon, it's so fascinating that we are into week 1 of filming and now Kenya Moore is activated, okay? Because she too calls Simon directly by name, all right? Letting the girls know that she too has a Rolls Royce. She says, "I have a Rolls Royce, but I bought my own." Laughing emoji, eye rolling emoji, laughing emoji, okay? Kenya Moore has now entered the chatterization. And then she hashtags Real Housewives of Atlanta, hashtag self-made queen. Now, no word on whether or not this was any type of two-way, jab in Porsha's direction and Simon's direction, or more or less in Simon's direction. You know, there were people in the chat that were saying that Porsha had her own Rolls Royce or whatever. I don't know what the woman drives, but the way the post comes across is as though he either snatched it back or it wasn't in her name. I don't really know for sure. Okay. That's left up to your interpretation. But Simon was not done there, y'all. Simon had more to say. What does Simon have to say? Let's get into that. So, over on Instagram, he posted this. He says the benefits to being an American citizen are, well, to American citizenship are one, the right to vote in federal elections and have a say in the democratic process. By the way, I hope that you all are out there voting, you know, when it is time to vote for anything, also, or in addition to presidential elections, because these local and state elections really do be where the rubber meets the road, in case you did not know. Two, the ability to travel freely with a U.S. passport. Three, access to government benefits and programs such as Social Security and Medicare. Four, eligibility for certain jobs that require U.S. citizenship, such as government positions reserved for U.S. citizens. In my case, as a green card holder, the only limitations I have is the privilege of voting in U.S. elections and relying on government benefits. Neither one hinders my presence in the United States. It's that line right there. It is that line right there. He says, I have dedicated my life to striving for financial independence and providing for my family and my community. Now, in the caption, he puts this, I realize there is much misinformation surrounding my impending divorce. Here we go. Here we go. And the recurring one is about the benefits of U.S. citizenship versus U.S. permanent residency, which I have been one for 34 years. Hopefully the above brings some educational clarity to the masses. Okay. As you guys can see, if you read this post here, people still got questions about quite a variety of things and allegations and whatnot and woo-de-woo. No telling whether or not Simon will actually, you know, respond to any of those things. But one of the things that I will let you know is that Simon did indicate that he indeed had time. Okay. Simon has the time. I tell you, social media, baby. Social media. Speaking of social media, let's take things over to our friends over at Reality Chat, because not only are the are the Married to Medicine ladies on a cast trip, but it looks as though our ladies in the P are also on a cast trip on the road. Reality Chat says the ladies of Real Housewives of Potomac are hitting the road for a little cast trip. As you guys can see, Ashley has posted Away We Go. We have the new housewife as well. I think her name is it Stacy Roosh? I don't think that's her name. And then we have here Miss Rideau. Okay. Now she is the friend to the show. She is Mia's friend. So no word on if she is in the rollie, in the Benz, in the car with Mia or not. But I love to see that they are including the friends in the mix. We don't really have any other word on the season as of yet with regards to Potomac, but spoiler alert, according to, I think it was TV Deets, it sounds like Giselle is not having the best of times filming with a good majority of the ladies right now. So that should be very interesting, particularly because she's going to be without her bestie, Robin Dixon, for the first time ever. If anything else pops off, we're going to have to get to it tomorrow, and I will catch you, of course, in the next video.